Hmm. Okay. Let's see. Test chat. Let's see. Is chat overlay working? Yep. Oh, yeah, the bus is working. Okay, yep. We're good to go. As soon as the loading screen comes up. But in order to rush through it, hello everyone. We are back with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. There's the title screen. So, I really think this is a cool design with the Dominus cards. I just wish they were actually monsters. But whatever. Work with what we have. Okay. That download was because it's a new season. That's all that was. I know what it was for. It doesn't affect the game. It's not going to affect gameplay or anything we're doing here. Main thing I plan on doing today is I'm going to be deck building. We got, yep, announcement that the rank reset, new selection pack announced. All right, hold on. Strike of Justice. Let's see. So, Junk Warrior Extreme has evolved into a new form. You won't want to miss the added rocket cards and the all-new K9 archetype. Well, everybody saw this coming. Alright, what do we got? Junk Warrior Extreme. Instead of a level 5, it's a level 8 monster. Sure. If this card is synchro summoned, special summon as many level 2 or lower warrior monsters as possible from the grave. But neither player can activate those monsters' effects this turn. I don't know why it says neither player, but whatever. Also, you can only special summon one more time this turn. Okay. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can banish this card, special summon one junk synchron monster from your extra deck. Treat it as a synchro summon. Pretty sure I want you to grab Junk Warrior. Related cards. Oh, wow. Yep, there he is. Junk Warrior. Alright, trying to see what can we do here. Scrap Fizz, Synchro Chase. I cannot activate cards or effects in response to synchro monsters with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust in their names. If you synchro summon a Warrior, Synchron, Stardust, target one monster in your grave, used as material, special summon it. Okay. Oh, wait. Let's see, what else is there? Final Cross. The monster since the grave this turn. Target a synchro and you control. You can make a second attack during the battle phase. If you activate this card by targeting a synchro monster with warrior form or Stardust in its original name, you can make it attack equal to the attack of one synchro monster in your grave. Okay. That's neat. And it's 2 attacks. It's not, against monsters. So that's good. Trying to find the dumbest monster that gets protection from Synchro Chase. Well, it says any Synchro Warrior monster, so, we can look at Catapult Warrior. That's probably it. By the way, hello Tormented Silent. Welcome back. Let's see. Scrap Fist. This is the card I was looking for mostly. So, target Junk Warrior. If it battles... Oh, it has to battle an opponent's monster. Well, that sucks. Alright, what does it do? Opponent cannot activate cards in response. Has to... The Symphonic Warrior rocks. That can't be right. Hold on. Wait. All I have to do to confirm if it's a valid target, go over here, go to here, go to Synchro Chase, and then hit related cards. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, it says Synchro Warrior Monsters. I don't know why it's listing these. So we only have to worry about the synchros. What's up? It has warrior in its name and is a synchro monster. Unbelievable. But who would play that? Symphonic Warrior rocks. Yep. I mean, to be fair, it's a level 7 monster with 2500 attack. Into generic synchro, so it's not actually the worst monster to summon. Let's see, Stardust, Satellite Warrior. There's quite a few options here. Okay. Well, that aside. Move over to here. We got Barrel Shroud. Looks cool. Not sure how it's a dragon and not a machine, but you know, we've already addressed this with all the other Boral monsters. Let's see. Your opponent cannot tribute this face-up card on the field. Cute. It's 3500 attack, so you might be able to run it over. Once per turn, during your main phase, quick effect. Target one rocket monster you control. Negate the effects of one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy that targeted monster. Okay. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to this. Nice. Once per turn. Alright, once while the face up on the field at the start of the battle phase. Special summon one link for wait, so it says once, not once per turn. So you only get one shot at this. Alright. It's any link 4 or lower Boral monster, so you know, you just grab Boral Sword Dragon and you're good to go. Alright. Then we finally get the canine monsters. We got the werewolf. Why is it in quotations? Like, it's clearly what it is. $3,300 attack. 2 level 9 monsters. Okay. It's hard to care about that when it's like every time you see these things in their archetypes, it's like it's doable. While this card has material, it can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials attached. That is not targeted towards monsters, so you could have this guy attacking 5 times to the face. It's also not being summoned with level 9 monsters. Of course not. That would make sense. Although I could run this in generators just for the hell of it. But no, what is this thing supposed to do? Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects. Okay. Oh no, when your opponent activates a card or effect, attach a material, then activate this effect depending on whose turn it is. On your turn, you banish up to 1 card each from your opponent's field and graveyard. Nice. It's going to be summoned by the in archetype rank 6. Could absolutely run it in general. It's probably something that he would consider. Alright. Alright, and if you use this on the opponent's turn, you look at the opponent's hand and banish 1 card from it face up until the end phase. I would see myself using the part on your turn, but you know, you have at least 2 materials on it. You can use both. And there she is, Vanquished Soul Holly Sue. What is that? What is that staff? Okay. Now remember you telling me about this card a while ago, but that was a while ago. Let's see, 500 attack, 2200 defense during main phase, reveal one the Vanquished Soul from the hand, special summon this card from the hand. Easy to do. Alright, quick effect, you can activate one of these effects by revealing monsters in your hand or field to list the attributes, as you do. And Earth and Dark. Take control of one monster the opponent controls with the lowest attack till the end phase. This is a quick effect. Okay. Sure. And then the second effect, special summon a non-psychic Vanquished Soul monster from your deck. That is pretty good. Okay. No complaints. And then we have a new live twin card, because why not? What is it? Oh, the artwork is weird. Lila Sweet. Alright, what are we doing here? When your opponent activates a card or effect in response to your live twin card. So live twin, not the evil twin cards. It's not really all that great. Kind of hope for this to have a reaction to the one. Okay, well, discard this card, negate the opponent's effect. I guess if you're trying to get started, this stops people from shutting down live twins right away. I guess. Yeah, okay. If you control a keys to kill monster and this card's in your grave, special summon this card. But while it's face up in the monster zone, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except fiend monsters. Oh no, what a nightmare. That's considering the whole archetype is... Oh wait, no, hold on. This is a spellcaster, so the only thing you'd be able to summon would be the extra deck monsters. But still, that's not really that big of a problem. We are losing aerial superiority and Birth of a Challenger, but I didn't care about Birth of a Challenger anyway. Those to insulate the normal summon. Yep. Right, we got a lot of bugs and glitches that apparently were fixed. Issues with the Alfred, the Divine Sage King, Yummy Surprise, and another issue with, what is this? Issue where the app may close due to a communication timeout at the start of the duel. Is this that bug I kept so it was a bug I was dealing with? People weren't just dodging me? An issue with Dominus Purge as well. Okay. Wait, what was the issue with Dominus Purge? Issue related to effects that reveal multiple cards to the opponent for selection and Dominus Purge. Okay. Weird. Alright, and now we have an updated ban list in 3 days. Only allowed 2 copies of K9 66A Jokul. Oh boy, nope. No one's gonna remember the full names of these. But okay. Yeah, okay, I guess. The artwork, I'm not sure what to make of the artwork. It's like she's surfing on some energy thing. It'd be cooler if the gun was shooting. Where, like, it looks like charging a Mega Buster. So, okay, this card looks cool. I mean, obviously the werewolf looked cool, but hey. So is this the only thing Alright, so this is the only card being hit for this release. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in hand, you can normal summon this without tributing. Okay. You can reveal this card and one other level 5 monster in your hand, special summon both. But they cannot be used as material for the exceed summon of a light monster. That's oddly specific. What light monster is it that... What comes to mind? Technically, with the way this is worded, I could use it to summon like a level 5 tuner, and I know they exist. So, I could get like a level 10 synchro out of these. But okay. That's me being nitpicky. Oh wait, no! I just realized. Since the K9 if the K9 monsters are dark, I could just use it. If there's a level 5, if there's level 5 tuners, I could use it to go into an easy Chaos Angel. Let me see. What are we gonna get rid of here? I basically have 2 6 samurai decks. Why was I holding on to this one? Yeah, no, this was a test run, I think. And then this one, no, this is just a super heavy samurai deck. I can delete this. Lord knows I suck at building these. I'll keep having the idea for them and then keep screwing up the execution. Alright. But it locks you out of light specifically because they don't want you to use it to summon Hound. Oh. Well, that's not a problem. Still, I do want to check this. Are there level 5 light tuners? See, I think it's like somewhere near the bottom. Here we are. Level 5 light tuner. Okay, we have two options. There are only two. Mahama. Oh my god, this is wonderful. I can just stuff to death with 3 of Mahama along with the canines, and I'll have access to either a hand trap or a full power Chaos Angel. This is great. I don't know how I feel about the wheel synchron though. They want you to summon Ripper with the girls and use Lupus to summon Hound. I'm fine with that. Let's see. This Mega Man looking boss. Alright, what do we got here? If used for a synchro summon, it can be treated as a non-tuner. That's cute. Let's see. During main phase, immediately after this effect resolves, normal summon a level 4 or lower monster, and then you're locked into synchros. Okay, so just don't use that. Banish this from the grave, target one synchro monster you control, reduce its level by up to 4. Okay, sure. So, I honestly think it'd be better to use this, Mahama the Fairy Dragon, in combination, just so I have the option. All right, let's go into the shops. It didn't come out yet, did it? Usually doesn't. Nope. All right, so in 2 days' time, once these expire. So, what are we losing out on? When this expires, I will no longer be able to get, or I'll no longer be able to randomly pull for, let's see, 1 Divine Serpent Apophis. I'm not sure how important that would be to the deck. The Man with the Mark didn't pull any. Let's see, Divine Scorpion, Beast of Circuit. Archmage Power Patron, Medius the Pure. I'm not really missing a whole lot here. I mean, I do need to start crafting these SRs. But yeah, I'm not really missing out here. I have 3 or more of everything here except for like a few SRs and a couple of ultra rares. All in all, I don't need to open any more packs of this. And I've already established there's nothing here I want. Like, nothing that I want to pull for. I know the DDD cards are going to be released into the secret pack eventually anyway. While this might be neat, I don't need it. I'm not after the yummy cards, so yeah, when it's 1 out of 3 aspects of a pack that I want, I don't think it's worth the gems. Cause I'm pretty sure you don't try to pull 3 of each of these anyway. Let's just focus on just the new added stuff. As far as DDD cards go, I may just get 1 of this. Same for the Gorgon. Count Surveyor is not even a new card. So, 1 of this and 1 of the Machinex. It's cool that Megalith got new support, but if I was interested in playing Megalith, I would have played it a long time ago. It came out, it was available when Master Duel was first playable. So, yeah. It's great for people who were like loyalists to Megalith, but to me, it's just there. Let's see. There's Sulfur Cord cards, which again, I don't really play, so meh. To be fair, I don't play the DDD cards either, but they're the only thing that actually interests me. The only card, yeah, the only real card that I thought was good to look at was Dark Flare Swordsman, because I keep playing the Flame Swordsman deck. That's a mistakenly low rare card. Alright. Let's go ahead and spectate a duel, give people a chance to show up, I guess. Well, no, an ad's gonna be playing in like 5 minutes, so I don't know how many people are gonna be watching that. But still, I want to get my 5 gems. Phew. Okay, what are we looking at? So far, it's DDD versus Yummy. Oh no. What do we got here? Dark Contract of the Eternal Darkness. If you control 2 DD cards in your pendulum zones, your opponent cannot target monsters in the field with spell and trap effects, tribute them for a tribute summon, nor use them as materials for a fusion, synchro, or exceed. Okay. This does stop Yummy from going into its synchro monsters, so that's something. Let's see how far this goes. It's Yummy. Alright, this Snatcher. Claw. Bounce. That's a problem. It's over. 1,000, 1,000, and 1,000. Yep. GG's. This guy had no idea how to properly handle the contracts. Essentially just went into debt. And died. That was a very underwhelming duel. Okay, we got just normal summon, duel, spells. Oh, here we go. Ritual, Synchro, Exceed, Fusion, Pendulum, Link. Okay. Before that, let's go ahead and start looking for our cards. Create new. And we are going to dismantle all extra cards. What do I get at the end of this? 10? Only 10 you are. That can't be right. The 220 SR, I believe. But I know there's got to be more than that. The Fiddle Hat Rabbit is the main one I'm thinking of. Where's that stupid bunny? Yeah, there it is. I've got three basic ones and then one that's a foil. So yeah. Alright, let's see how many of these are in the same boat. I'll be going through this while the ad plays. So no one's missing out on anything particularly exciting. You got another? Alright. And welcome back. So far I only found one other card. But yeah, I have them. There's cards where I have like three copies of it just basic and then foils. So I'm technically having 4 copies of these cards. Which, you know, is useless to me. If I find one more, then that's going to be one extra card I can craft. Either that, or I can decide on a card that, you know, it's just I'm not going to run 3 copies of. Diamond. Basically, if there's an ultra rare card where it's like 3 copies of it is just really a bad idea, I dismantle that. But usually that's never the case with ultra rare cards. Usually. Oh, what's up? Hey, Tyrone. Well, I'm trying to dismantle less and less down the line, but Don't need 2 copies of Crystron. Damn, I can't pronounce that. So I'll just take your word for it. The name alone. Alright. Then let's go over here. Crystron. Don't even need 2 copies of it. Oh, okay, hold on. No, stop. If I have to keep in mind that I'll run into people like that use what's it called, Kashtira Unicorn, or Dogmatica. So at least have 2 copies of a card, just for the sake of you don't want the opponent to just be able to say, "What do you have here?" "Oh, I'm going to shut down your main best plays right away, right out the gate, because you only decided to run 1 copy of Albion the Branded Dragon and made my day a lot easier." I've run into it too much when I was playing Kashtira. Like, you just run into people's like, they're only running 1 copy of Albion the Branded Dragon. You just banish it and you stop a good number of their plays. It's like, what was the point? Someone's best play. Kashtira is a deck that takes advantage of being banished. So a monster that banishes 3. Let's play into it. Unfortunately, no, because Crystron likes banishing things face down. If you have cards that like being banished face up, that would be good against. I'm not sure what decks banish aside from Kashtira nowadays, but it's not true at all. Really? Read the card. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, sure. Give me a moment. Let's go back. If this card is synchro summon, target 1. It's really funny when I'm just doing some FTK shenanigans. When Scoops the second name. So petty. Dude, you run into that all the time. If you have enough damage to attack for game, opponents will scoop right away. It's not even just in Yu-Gi-Oh! Apparently it happens in a lot of games, in a lot of card games. You just want to avoid seeing the final attack animation. Alright, anyway, let's see. Single summon, target number of cards your opponent controls, and their graveyards up to the number of materials. Banish them. If this card is synchro summon, the synchro summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect. Target 1 banished monster. Yeah, okay. It's not going to help much against having to yeah, alright, sure. Worst case scenario. Yeah. I'll just wind up crafting another one. Now, is there anything else I have 3 copies of that I don't really need? Well, you know what? No. I'm not worrying about that. I'm going to have 150 craft points at this point, and that's it. You can just craft up to 5 different ultra rare cards, which is good. You can stop here. The mission is accomplished. Yeah. How many copies of Silhouette Rabbit do you have? Oh, I had 4. Like, whenever you say dismantle all extras, the Master Duel never counts the foils. So I'll always wind up with like 4 cards where it's like 3 of the basics and then 1 foil or 1 royal. That's happened several times when I've been playing this game. I don't always keep going into the inventory to dismantle like this, but yeah. Good thing. Yep. I do plan on using Silhouette Hat Rabbit in like an illusion deck or a trap deck or a combination of the two. But like, I don't need 4 copies of the damn card. And the same happened for Vados. I have 2 foils and 2 non-foils. I don't need that. These cards these monsters particularly just like me. Scary to think how much resources you have just sitting in your box. True. Although I don't have to get rid of this if I could find another card that I can get away with just having 2 of. And as far as I can tell, one card I don't need 3 copies of probably be... where is it? There's an Exceed monster somewhere in here. Arsenal Falcon. I don't really need 3 copies of this. We'll hold on to Vados for sure. There's always a chance down the line. Right? Again, the only reason I'm getting rid of the one Vados is because I have like 4 copies of it. I'm not really losing out here. Alright, we'll get rid of this, and I'm going to actually trade in the Arsenal Falcon. Because I got the structure deck, so I don't really need this. It's just sitting there. If I really want one, it'd honestly be easier to just buy the 3rd copy of the structure deck. So yeah, there we go. Need 4 ofs. It's like, it's not as bad as before when I first noticed this little... I don't know if it's a glitch, maybe an oversight is the best way to describe it. Like, there's just a lot of times when it's just something that's overlooked whenever you say, dismantle all extra cards. And it's like, yeah, sure, technically it does that. And yet here we are with 18 plus cards. Because legacy pack cards can't be dismantled. At any rate, now, they don't account for hoarders like you, Zero. Well, they should. Of course, I'm a hoarder. I don't buy anything. I'm a free-to-play user, so I have to make sure that there's always a chance. You know, like all these old cards that I hold on to, new support will come in. You already saw it with, what's it called? With Megaliths. So it's definitely going to happen. Alright, so now, we're going to make Archmage deck. See how many cards work with that I have. I have close to 500 SR craft points. I'm not worried about that. So, yeah. Let's just grab 3 copies of everything. I mean, I'm not going to keep 3 copies of everything actually in the final setup, obviously, but like, it gives me the... I'm just doing it for starters. And then Medius the Pure. Oh my god. Hold on. There we go. There. And then a few other cards that work with Medius that... Sure, whatever. Alright, gotta head out. You have a good one. Alright, take care, Tyrone. Thanks for stopping by when you could. Okay, so it doesn't honestly need to be like 40 cards. I'm gonna add other stuff too. But more than anything, gotta figure out what do I not need here. Like, do I need 3 copies of Archmage Power Patron or no? And the same goes for Nerva. Because right now we're sitting on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 ultra rares. And we don't need 7 in the first place. So, if I was to go for just 2 of each of these, I could make this whole deck right here. Alright. Before I go through with this, I am going to do something I keep putting off for a while. Go here, go to specials, go to deck slot. Buy that final additional deck slot that was available for the longest time. Alright. Because I can. Alright. Next thing to build for would be Draco Tail. Let's see, Draco Tail Sting. Oh wait, no, because these are searchable, you don't need 3 copies of these. Rahu. Oh, wait, this is one of the same cards in the same. I have 3 copies plus a foil. I don't need 4. Alright. I don't really see people using Sting. I'll talk to you guys in a second. Hold on. Alright, this looks fun. And we are back. Let's see, what do we do from here? Already got these. Yeah, this is a 3 of. They're gonna ban this eventually, so that's how you know it's a 3 of. Okay. That. That. Mina. Probably these two. Okay. Everything so far as Dracotail goes. Then we grab those fancy fusion dragons. What was the other one? I missed. No. Oh wait, no, it's a spellcaster, right? It's not a dragon. Yep. What other cards should I add in Dracotail deck? Oh, right. The Fallen of Albaz stuff. People do that, right? Albaz. One copy of Albaz? Okay. One Mirror Jade, Albion, Nubellion, and Sanctifier. Okay. So, Mirror Jade, Nubellion, Sanctifier, and Albion. Got it. Max Branded Fusion. Rinworm is optional. Well, I have it, so might as well. Alright. And then you said max out on the these, so alright. I planned on playing this deck anyway, so This isn't really a loss for me. Save. I'm gonna be pissed if I open this pack and it gives. Okay, I don't even get to open the pack. Alright, sure, whatever. Alright, well, that's that. Now to figure out what else I'm gonna add in here. I guess I could just grab a bunch of generic support. Fusion adds extra gas, so it can act as a starter. Fair enough. But now I need to think of what I'm adding next. There's plenty of dragon support, right? So like, let me think. Off the top of my head, something that helps dragons in general. Alright, there's that one Icarus attack like card, right? Here it is. Guard Dragon Cataclysm. Tribute to Dragon, blow up 2 cards. This ought to be good to run. Wait. There's that one dragon that came in the dragon pack. Alright, that's a little vague. Critical mass of monsters. Huh. Okay. Ash Blossoms, one of the usuals I grab. Let's see. What else we got? Hand traps. I guess infinite impermanence, right? I have 2 of this. What else? Hand trap. I'm actually thinking, by the way. Give me a minute. I don't have a lot of the hand traps. Yeah, I don't have that either. Of course I would spell it wrong. I would see it typed and still mix up the I and the E. Because I'm just that good, apparently. Jetlight Spellcaster for Branded Fusion. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the Effect Veiler. I'm just going to get it with that stupid bundle that I keep putting off. Where is it? Here it is. Might want to play a couple Cartesia then. Sure, I think I have more than one anyway. But yeah, I'll get this Effect Veiler. All right. I'm not expecting much from master packs of anything. Might be cute to see what I get, but again, my hopes for this is very small. Dark Arm Dragon, and Ida the Sun Magician. Who uses this? Normal summon, special summon one spellcaster with 1500 defense from your hand or deck and face down defense. Why? During your opponent's turn, change one face down the spellcaster you control to face up attack or defense. Again, why? Whatever. The main goal was to get the effect veiler, so mission accomplished. Earthbound Immortal card plus an Amazoness Pet Liger. I don't even think Amazoness players use that card. I'm actually going to wait for the ad. Once the ad's done playing, then I'll keep going. I say this for people who are watching the VOD, who come by later, and wonder why I just stopped opening packs all of a sudden for about a minute. Alright, and we're back. Alright, let's get back to opening these. Let's see what we got. Magicalized Fusion. Technically, I could use this with with some of the options in the deck, but just not a lot. Sylvan's moving on. Oh, fancy. Throughout the entire game, what did I get? Ha! Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. Nice. The fact that I already have 3 of it, and that's the ultra I pull from the master pack is it's just funny. Guys, a Sea Snake. Throws a monster and you control none. You can just throw this on the field. When summoned this way, you special summon one level 8 Sea Serpent monster from your hand or grave, but it becomes 0. If this card is special summon, its level becomes 4 and its original attack becomes 0. What the hell? Why am I using this? Mermail. Okay. Okay. Nine. Huh. Neat. Alright, I already have 3 copies of both of these because Structure Deck and I already chased after the Metamorph cards when they first came out. And the last pack I get. It's rather impressive that that I've gotten so many cards that I already own. Okay, here we go. A new card. An actual new ultra rare. Alright. Chaos exceeds Nash in as Knight. And just Nash. Looks cool. Use 3 level 6 or just like rank up. Using Nash Knights. Okay. Cannot be destroyed card effects with only 2,000 attack, so whatever. Detach 1 material from this, special summon from your extra deck. 1 number exceed monster between 101 and 107. Okay. Using this face-up monster you control. This card is treated as an exceed summon. Transfer its materials over. Destroy it during the opponent's next end phase, though. That sucks. Okay. I don't get that it counts all the number monsters. It's like, where's Nash? Why is this listed? I just wanted to find... Alright, here he is. Nash Knight. Two level 5s. Easy enough. During main phase, detach 2 materials from this card. Detach 1 number exceed monster from your extra deck. The number between 101 and 7. I get it. This is so you can be able to summon the chaos form of one of the 100 plus series using the other Nash Knight and still be able to use its effects. Alright, sure. That works. Now to go back into what I was supposed to do. Oh, right. I didn't name either of these. Hold on. Archmage, Going to have to figure out another card that I'm not gonna craft. See if I can get away with just having 2 copies of Power Patron. And then 2 copies of these 2 Archmage cards here. Or should I see if I can get away with 1 Power Patron? 1 Nerva. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't make 5. It'll be fine. It'll work out. Right. So, caster. You might want to play a couple cards. Do you have any bestials? Oh yeah, I crafted bestials. But hold on. Effect Veiler. I did it again. Just made the mistake. Yeah. You say Cartesia? Oh, I just have the alternate artwork card. Huh. If I had the other one. As far as bestials go, let's see. Steel. As you can see, I have quite a number of these actually. How many are important, I don't know. Let's see, I guess I don't need 3 copies of this. My HUD is up. I'm going to include. Oh, yeah, fair enough. Let's see, what does Druid's Worm do? This card is sent from the field to the grave. Special target and special summon monster the opponent controls sent to the grave. I'll probably use Druid's Worm then. Unless this one's like really, really good. Include 1, 2, just to beef out your monster count. Alright, well, what do I take out for it then? If the goal is to beef out the monster count, then it can't be the spells and you can't be the monsters. No, flame? Sting is the weak Dracotail Trap, but I would Dragon Trap entirely. Alright, sure, fine. Because even the weakest Dracotail Trap is more useful. Random one-off trap. Just because it's searchable, I'm guessing. Alright. Uh-huh. You know, alright, we're not gonna have 3 of these. I'll think of something else to add. Search loop resources. Huh. And you just need a lot of monsters. You'll need 3. That means running archmages at full power will have to wait. Fine. Alright. So running a healing run too. Fair enough. Alright. We're gonna go into art mages. I'm gonna craft these other cards before I'm tempted to do something else. First things first, I want 3 Medius to pure because I know how much that's going to be used for future archetypes. Forgot to mention Titaniclad. What about him? Alright, we got one of him. Need the art mages. More brand names. Oh. Okay. Just give me a moment. Finishing the creation of the art mage deck. Let's see here. Art Mage, Power Patron, Nerva, Taurus. Damn. I have to figure out which of these I'm going to be finishing up with later. The good extra deck choices would be Chaos, Philia. Let's see. Currently it's all filled up, but if I had to cut something, I guess this. Link Monsters, Verte, Flint Seals, and SP. Most useful link. Well, I only have so much space. So, let's see. I'm staring at 1. Alright, sure. That gives me room for 2 cards as opposed to the 1. And you named 5 cards at least. Fort. Cut Grimo to 1 or 2. Okay, I'll bring it to 2. Alright, now. You said Heavenly Seals. Philia. I think I have. Yeah, I have 1 copy of that. Yeah, alright. And you said what else? SP. Still no room for Chaos or the other one. Chaos and Titaniclad. Especially with enemies. Yeah. No. Move SP from. For Chaos? Okay. We need that. We need the buff. We need the buff dragon wings that badly. Got it. Never skip wing day. Just ridiculously muscular. Like, why? Okay. Then just keep Rinburn. Fair enough. Alright. Thanks to building several different decks, I have all these materials, so we're good to go. Except for Philia, I haven't used this yet, so what exactly is the purpose of this? One Dragon Fusion, which I'll have plenty of. One level 7 or higher dragon, which is going to be all my... Wait. Level 7? Okay. No, I have one. I have one main deck dragon that counts for that. Sure. See, during main phase, target one card the opponent controls on the grave, banish it. Oh shit, yeah. Then if you banish the card on the field, you return one dragon monster you control to the hand. That's not that big of a deal. In my pan. Alright. If you can starve your opponent's battle phase, this card's in the grave, return one dragon you control to the hand or extra deck, and if you do, special summon this card. Awesome. Okay, we're good. For a Dragon Fusion monster, the most likely materials would be Artholian. Fair enough. Okay, so before I'm going to wind up getting distracted if I keep going. I have to get ready for work. So before I wind up being late, thank you, Tormented Sal, for helping me build this deck. See. Also, thank you, Tyrone, for stopping by. And thanks to all the lurkers who managed to stop by and view as well. It is all very much appreciated. Alright. That's it for me on this run of Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I'll see you all tomorrow. And until then, please take care. 1, 2, 3.